G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today on the bench we have DRC's latest RC offering. As you can see on the box there in the corner, it is a brushless 210E full drive pickup truck here. Now DRC are using this same chassis platform as many of their other larger scaled models that they've released over the years, both their brushed and brushless offerings, but this is the latest one. As you can see, the name for this one is called the Tachyon high-speed car. So yeah, we're going to test this one out today, guys. I'll show you quickly what's underneath the body shell here. It does run off a 2845 brushless motor and a 45 amp 2S and 3S compatible all-in-one ESC, and they are claiming that this one can do around 60 kilometers an hour or 37 miles per hour, which I will check out. When we take this out, I'll take it for a speed test first, and we'll see what sort of speeds it will get. If it will get close to that 60 k's or 37 mile per hour that is stated on the listing, and then we'll take it for a bash test. Alright guys, so I've got everything out of the box already, so we'll quickly have a look at what we get. First off, we'll start off with the transmitter here. Now this is their standard transmitter, guys. It is fully proportional, and on this one is pretty basic. We've got a steering trimmer, so there is no steering dual rate, but we do have a dual rate for the throttle. So if you happen to buy this truck for maybe one of your kids as their first RC truck, you know, you can dial it down with the throttle so they get used to the controls of the car, and then you can dial it up so they got the full speed. Okay guys, and we've got an indicator light there, okay, and also just an on and off switch. And this transmitter takes 3 AA batteries. And that's basically it, guys. It's a very common controller with the DRC Holyton range of trucks. Okay, now onto the battery, guys. We get 2 of these lithium ion packs, but as you can see here, it is 11.1 volt. So this is actually a 3-cell configuration, which I haven't actually seen before. Typically, you usually get 2-cell lithium ion packs rated at 7.4 volt with these types of Amazon trucks, but this time they've packed an 11.1 volt 3S 1500 milliamp hour 18650 cell pack. So we get 2 of these, guys, and they are stating on the listing that we're going to get up to 40 minutes of runtime with both batteries. So they're claiming 20 minutes each. So yeah, that's a lot of runtime, especially if you have both of these charged and you take it out for some bashing. And we of course get the user manual here, guys. So there's the 210E, the one that I have here in front of me, and there is their 200E. So it looks like basically all they've done is change the body shell on this one, because this user manual applies to the older truggy model here. So everything you need to know. I do like the color photos here rather than just your simple black and white. Very easy to follow, all the information you need to know there. Okay, and just goes through basically a whole checklist here as well. Okay, some of the specs of the truck here, you can pause that if you like. And towards the back here we have some exploded diagrams, and we should have a parts list at the back. Here we go. We got all the parts list here, guys. And this truck is a very common platform now, especially this chassis. So parts should be very easy to find, guys, either on Amazon, AliExpress and other online stores. So yeah, like I said, this chassis has been around for quite a few years now. So great that they got all the parts lists there as a reference. Okay guys, so we got quite a few spare parts here. Okay, as you can see here, we got these tie rods. Okay, they're non-adjustable. They're all plastic. You got 2 longer ones, and you got 2 steering linkages here, which are shorter. Of course, we get the wheel wrench there. They actually pack us a spare spur gear. It's a nice touch, as well as a small pinion gear. So just in case you strip out either one of those gears, you got spares. You don't even have to go out and buy any online. Got a little duster brush here, okay, to clean the truck up once it gets dirty. Phillips screwdriver. We have the 3S balance lead charger here. Now this bag here, guys, I'm not actually going to open it, but I can see in there, if you can see through there, we've got some wheel nuts, extra body clips, looks like extra hexes for the actual wheels, 12mm hexes. All right, so some extra spare parts there. Looks like we got pins as well for the hexes as well. So yeah, I'm not going to open that up because everything will go everywhere. All right, guys. So let's have a quick look at the truck now, and then we'll take it for a bash test. Okay, guys. So here is basically the standard chassis that we are used to with DRC and Holyton, guys. Okay, it's an all plastic chassis. However, we do have an all metal drivetrain. Okay, guys. So as you can see here, the diff cups are metal. They're pretty chunky diff cups there. This does run on CVDs all round, even on the rear. So there's no dog bones on the rear. And all round we have some independent suspension made out of plastic as well as some alloy. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like these have any oil in them, guys. Some of these models do have oil in them, but these seem like they're just friction shocks. We have some 12mm hexes in alloy. The spare ones that come in that little bag were plastic, but that's good to see. Now these tyres, they are not foam filled. They're your standard DRC, PX Toys or Holyton tyre. They're just filled with air. They actually call them pneumatic tyres, so they just fill up with air, and they are quite grippy. They're not too bad on the tarmac as well, and they sort of have a bead lock on the back, guys. So as you can see, you can probably just see that they do screw in from the back there. So if you actually got a high-powered brushless system in these trucks, these do tend to balloon. I've converted 2 of these chassis to brushless from brushed. And on 3S, these tyres balloon up like pizza cutters, guys. So I don't think that will happen with this particular one being an RTR model. It should be fine as far as that goes. Now onto the motor. As I said at the start of the video, this is a 2845 size brushless motor. As you can see, we've got a heat sink there to keep everything cool and dissipate the heat from the motor. But yeah, there is no KV rating online for this particular motor, so I'm not too sure what KV it is running. I'm just assuming, I'm just having a guess here, but I'm thinking that it might be around the 3000, maybe 3200 KV rating, which most of these companies use on these ready to run cheap budget trucks. We have the 45 amp ESC receiver combo, and it actually says on there 2S and 3S Lipo, as you can see there. 45 amp. This is an all-in-one unit. The receiver is built into this ESC. As you can see there, we've got the on and off button, and we've got a capacitor there as well. We do have a 3-wire 2.2 kilogram servo just here on the other side. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. Like I said, all metal drivetrain, so we've got a metal drive shaft, all metal diffs, ball bearings throughout, metal axles. And there is the second 11.1 volt 3S lithium ion pack. All right, so yeah, let's take it out now, guys, and we'll take it for a bash test. Before I forget, we also have some LED lights in the front bumper there. Hey guys, we got the DEERC 210E Tachyon truck. Going to do a quick speed test on the standard lithium ion pack, and then we're going to put a 3S Lipo on it. So turn it on. GPS unit on the back. It's at 0 kilometers an hour. And press start. Just check that it's working. Yep, okay. So we'll do a quick speed test. It's meant to get up to around 60 k's an hour. Make sure this dial is all the way up to the maximum. Okay. Steering looks alright. Oh, she's pretty punchy. See, I've got to dial that a bit to the left. Okay, go back a couple of times. It looks like it's topping out there. So like I showed you, this is an 11.1 volt lithium ion pack, 3-cell. We'll see if it gets close to that 60 k's an hour or 37 mile per hour as they state on the listing. Okay, let's have a look. Got 42 k's an hour, guys, so that's well short of the claimed 60 k's an hour. I'll put that up on miles per hour on the screen as well for you guys in America, and you'll be able to see what that is. All right, guys, well, I'm going to put a 3S Lipo in it. I've got my 3S here. Okay, it's a Dean's plug as well, and we'll see if we can improve on that 42 k's an hour. I'm going to delete that 42 k's an hour. Got the Lipo in it now, zeroed out. See what I can do on the 3S Lipo. Very sensitive steering. See if we can get a bit of an improvement there on the 42 k's an hour on the lithium ion pack. Looks pretty much the same. Let's see what the GPS says. Stop, read. We got 45 k's an hour, so an extra 3 km an hour improvement there using a 3S Lipo over the lithium ion pack, but still 15 k's lower than what they said on the listing, which was 60 k's an hour. It is what it is, guys. Most of these companies over exaggerate their speed. So let's take for a bit of a bash test and see how it performs off-road. Okay, let's see how the DEERC 210E performs off-road, guys. Now, even though in the speed test this one didn't live up to its 60 km an hour or 37 mile per hour speed, still got very decent speed and power for bashing around. I've got the lithium ion pack back in it now. So it is popping some wheelies there. See how it does on this jump in between the trees here. Yeah, not bad. Bit of rubbing on the body there. Yeah, not a bad basher, guys. Like I said, it's got enough power. Test out the range. They do claim 100 meters or 328 feet, and I've just lost range, so looks like around 90 meters. So this transmitter does have its limitations. Going pretty decent on this grass. Whoa! As you can see, it's a bit bouncy there. Nothing oil-filled shocks won't fix, but if you want to mod it up a bit, or even putting some grease in these shocks will help it as well. I've done that before. Whoa, copped a bit of a hit there on the actual side of the edge of the pathway here. Popping wheelies. So it's a pretty fun truck, guys. This would be great for beginners, for sure. Get a pretty decent run time out of this lithium ion pack. Bright LED lights on the front as well. The good thing about this truck is that DRC have packed a whole bunch of spares with it. You know, 2 batteries, extra body clips, pins, hexes, and even that extra pinion and spur. Oh, that was quite a tumble there. Yeah, pretty good off-road basher, guys. Jumps pretty well. Especially since it's just friction shocks. Okay, let's take it back in the gravel down here before I wrap this up. You can see the front tyre ballooning up there while I was doing the donuts. So overall, not a bad performer, guys. Like I said, more than enough power to have some fun. You know, I mean, a lot of these companies exaggerate their speeds. I wish it did do really 60 k's an hour, but there's more than enough power, especially for a beginner. If you're giving this to a kid, you want to probably dial it down a bit till they get used to the power of it. Whoa, look at this. Guys, on that note, looks like the battery has gone flat now after doing those donuts here in the gravel. So there you have it, guys. That is the review on the DEERC 210E 110 scale basher brushless monster truck. So overall, quite a decent basher, guys. I had a lot of fun out here with it today, testing it out. More than enough power for your kids, you know, or even if this is your first RC, you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Got quite a bit of gunk stuck in the shocks there, but we'll clean it up when we get home. So I'll be leaving a link in the description below to DRC's Amazon store. I believe this one goes for just under 200 US. But you can see it does come with quite a few extras that I showed you on the bench earlier on in the video. And we get those 2 lithium ion 3S batteries with it. So yeah, not bad at all, guys. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review on the new DRC 210E basher truck here. Thanks very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, by all means, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That's most important. That way you'll be notified every time I drop a video. And yeah, guys, until the next one, enjoy the hobby, happy RCing, and I'll catch you on the next video.